Hey guys, Jack Spirko here from the Survival Podcast. On the air all the time, I talk about cooking really good food, making really great things to eat, and staying low carb, as my granddaughter wants to be part of this. And one of the things I talk about a lot is known as lebna, or yogurt cheese. And I think people get a little bit intimidated by it, so I'm going to whip up a batch today, really quick, show you how simple it is. What I have here is called a flour sack towel. This is a lot of people use cheesecloth. This just works better in my opinion. So I've got that. I got this big old jug of organic Greek yogurt. It's plain. If you look at the ingredients on it, it's milk and it's yogurt bacterial cultures. That's it. It has to say live and active cultures. As long as you got that, you're good. That just goes in the bowl. And what the bastards did is they made something that really isn't yogurt. Yeah, this isn't really yogurt. Greeks would be very upset that you called this Greek yogurt because it's made with no fat. So that doesn't really help us when we're trying to live the primal paleo keto type lifestyles. And I can scrape the last bit of that out toward the end because I just want to kind of show you how to do this. Okay, so they took away my fat. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it right the hell back in there. That is heavy cream, about 1 cup to 48 ounces of yogurt. And we'll give that a good stir. And it will thin at first. It will be much thicker and richer. And you want to get a really good mix when you do this. And what's going to happen is this cream is basically going to become part of the yogurt. And then what we're doing today is jalapeno garlic. That's 1 big jalapeno, maybe 2 or 3 little ones if you had little ones. And that's like 3 good sized garlic cloves, just finely chopped. And give that a good stir. All right, now we need salt. Not so much to flavor it, but to enhance the flavor. So 2 good sized pinches, because that's a lot of yogurt cheese. Now this will reduce to about half its size by the time it's done tomorrow. And you can see, even though it started out really thin with that cream, as soon as we started blending it together, we're back to a nice consistency. Non-fat yogurt. It's like non-alcoholic beer. Doesn't even make sense. Then we need some fresh ground black pepper. I prefer to use Tilla pepper. It's the best black pepper on the planet. If it ain't got pepper in it, put pepper in it. That's the rule around here. Give that a good mix. Now, next step. Have a piece of string around my neck. You should always have a piece of string around your neck. No, you didn't. And take the flour sack towel. Just pull the ends up like this. And I'm not going to tie it because I do want to go back into that yogurt container and get the rest out of it. But we're going to we'll tie that up so that that'll hang. And as you can see, it's already starting to drip away. Now, you can put this in a colander and set it in the sink if you want to. We have a big old cargo sink back in the utility room. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang it from the faucet of that utility sink with this bowl under it. And I'm going to catch all that way. If you have livestock, ducks or whatever, chickens, they'll drink that. They'll love it. You can give it to your dogs. It's full of probiotics. You can drink it yourself. It's really good. Or you can just dump it in the compost heap. But that's all there is to it. This will hang overnight for at least 12 hours. So it's early morning right now. I got up, it's 8 o'clock. So, we could take this down tonight. What I'll do is I'll clean out this, recycle, reuse, upcycle, etc. So I'll get the last out of here. I'll clean this out. When that's done, I'll just stick it right in here. This will be the container for it. We'll eat it on celery. We'll eat it on peppers. We'll eat it off a spoon. It's good. If you really want it, if you cheat a little bit, great way to do it. Drizzle a little tiny bit of honey over and sprinkle some crushed pistachio on top of it on whatever you're doing. Pretty awesome stuff. Pretty easy to do. If you make your own yogurt, you can do the same thing. You won't have to dump cream in it. Hi guys, Jack Spirko. We're back through the magic of film editing so you can see the finished product right away. It's a new morning, time to get shit done with some coffee. But I wanted you to just see how this stuff comes out, what it looks like when it's done. As you can see, it looks a lot like cream cheese. Just a soft cheese. And this came out just absolutely perfectly. All I'm gonna do now, like I said, I've rinsed and washed out this container. I'll put it all back in there. I just wanted you to kind of see the consistency of it. And of course it will get a little bit harder once you get it in the refrigerator and chilled down. But again, you can put this on, a lot of people like it on crackers and bread and stuff like that. We tend to put it on vegetables because we try to stay low carb. On the low carb, yogurt's already fairly low carb. This makes it uber low carb because the sugars that are in there overnight, when you have this sitting for 24 hours like we did, those sugars are consumed by the lactobacillus bacteria, and a lot of them that aren't consumed end up in the way down in the bottom of the bowl. Came out really good. One thing, I did end up in my drain bowl with quite a bit of like floating little bits of cream from that cream I added. I would probably in the future put it in the bowl before you put it in the flour sack towel if you're going to add cream. I've added cream to make yogurt, but never to make cheese out of existing yogurt before. And let it sit for like an hour before you put it in the cloth. I think that would keep you from losing plenty that's in there though. Anyway guys, that's how you do it. I've talked about it for years, but it really is that simple. Give it a shot and put anything you want in it. Can I put rosemary and thyme in it? Yes. Can I put cracked pepper in it? Yes. You can put whatever you want in it. Give it a shot. I'll tell you one thing though, the nut thing I talked about yesterday with putting like sprinkled nuts on top of it, you can put nuts in it, but they get really soft. If you want any crunch, put them on top after it's made.